All right, good morning. Yes, it's Friday, and we're going to be looking at Ryan Christian and Whitney Webb and The Last American Vagabond. Also, a bit of Wake Up World. It'll all come into play in here, and don't worry if you don't recognize either of these people or The Last American Vagabond. Don't worry. I'm going to cover this fairly quickly with you. So, who is The Last American Vagabond? Well, Ryan Christian is the co-founder, and then we also have an investigator writer, Whitney Webb. So interesting to see that how people share links and are also on various sites, because Whitney Webb there is saying she's also an editor at the Unlimited Hangout. We'll get into that in a little bit, plus the part that Ryan Christian has received a Serena Shim award. Okay, just to keep that clear, like a lot of these people are on different sites, and even this gentleman here, Mr. Bros, he's got the Conscience Resistant Network. Now look at the logo of that site. Right, that says enough, right? Plus, this other gentleman looks so familiar. I know I've seen him somewhere, Robert Inglikesh. Well, anyway, but he's on with the Steal of the Century. He also works at Mint Press News. Interesting, right? Or Press TV. Those were the other places he's worked or written at. But anyway, let's get to the Serena Shim Award. Now you might be asking, why would an editor be receiving an award? Yeah, that's my question too. Why? Because Ryan and Whitney have both received these awards, as well as various other writers out there. But notice the logo, how similar it looks to the United Nations. They do receive very little money. It's only $25,000 to $5,000 along with this award, so it's not a lot. And we'll get more into Ryan in just a minute, but I wanted to focus on, who's the donor behind the Shim Award? Who is the one who's giving money? Well, some seem to think it's APAC. I'm not 100% sure, but if it is APAC, remember now that Betsy Burns Korn is the president. Vice president and former NFL employee. Right. Now, she's written several books, and she's also a founder of the B Vision. B Vision. Sports media. Okay, a lot to learn here. I'm not going to get into more of that, but the laureates of Serena Shim, there's so many, I'm not going to cover them all, but these two stood out to me, Black Agenda Report and the Jimmy Dore Show. Now, first of all, I want to say that Black Agenda Report, just the name alone is offensive. Like, if I had the White Agenda Report, now wouldn't I get a lot of backlash on that one? Because this is not a black and white thing. This is not a Dems or Republican thing. No, this is not. Because we realize that both of those are all the same, right? Behind closed doors, they do the exact same thing. And there is a boss above all of even them. Yeah, whether it's Klaus Schwab or Rothschilds, it doesn't matter. But we know that there's a war against true believers. Many think it's a war against Christians and secular. Well, you have to be careful even when you say that, because a lot of times you'll have to look at symbols and things to realize that a lot of Christians have even united themselves with a lot of these Knights Malta, right? So you have to be very careful. This is a spiritual battle, but it can be also a physical battle. Now, I found that Jimmy Dore, who received one of these awards as well, it's interesting to look at some of the, things that he has out there, the logos, with the 3 lightning bolts, right? Or other things that he's had. He's been on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, the Late Late Show. Also, he's been linked with the Young Turks. So just a lot of interesting things. And the lightning bolt is also the symbol of Satan. I'm sure you guys know that, so I don't need to go into that. And he's got several other logos that had me, I don't know. Very interesting, but I would have a major red flag on trusting that man. But anyway, getting back to these two. Now, Whitney Webb is the one I want to focus on. She's written some things as well. You can take a look for yourself. Look, a lot of people have a lot of good information and truthful information out there, but you still have to be careful on who they are, especially when I see these two pictures. The Raven, and their higher side chats. Now, why would anyone want a logo such as that? And the raven has me thinking back to when I looked at Sanna Marin and what the raven means to the Freemason. And were you aware that ravens can even speak? Yeah, they speak sometimes better than parrots, apparently. Yeah, but I'm sure symbolism to them, whether it means the spiritual gifts or whatever their meanings are, it doesn't really matter to me, but I know that they use certain symbols for certain things. And why would anyone like the higher side chats use a symbol that's Freemasonry unless they are one of their brothers? I'm just questioning things, right, with you? Because we know they love their symbols, especially, let's not forget, or should I say forget me not. They have all kinds of symbols out there. Even some that I might not be aware of. I'm learning every day just like you guys. So back to Whitney Webb. She's with many people. Corbett, Glenn Beck, RFK, and Fuelmich, right? She's been with many people, including Adam Green. He promoted her a lot. Not too long ago, I remember, because I recall watching Adam Green with Israel News Live. Now, if you've gone back to listen to Adam Green lately, he basically is bashing Christians now. So I don't think Israel News Live would have him on his show anymore. But it's interesting that he was promoting Adam Green, and Adam Green was promoting Whitney Webb. See how this goes? And so Whitney also works with Unlimited Hangouts. Now, they work with other organizations and they have their affiliates, right? See there, Jimmy Dore Show. And many other affiliates. You can take a look. But there's the Corbet, the Beck, that I see clearly if you just go take a look. So there are several journalists there, and even this one, Vanessa Beeley. It says right here, Vanessa was named one of the 238 most respected journalists in the UK by the British National Council for the Training of Journalists. Interesting, right? And she also won one of these Serena Shim Awards. So, right. And she works with the last Vagabond. Okay. So isn't it interesting how a lot of these people are in the same circles, And then once you spot one, it's so clear to spot another. Just like in the Christian circles. Once you see that one is in the Knights of Templar or Knights of Malta or in one of these fraternities, it's so easy to see how they all come crumbling down like dominoes. So there you have it. Adam Green promoting Whitney Webb promoting many others. Now, like I said, he worked with Israel News Live. Now, Adam Green has also been, look at that, with Alex Jones. Or was he looking at a video of his? I don't know. But all I'm saying is they're all in these circles, same circles. Whitney Webb, JFK, Corbett, Fuelmich, same circles. And as I've said, and I say it all the time, question everything, just like the Vagabond said. And I mean everything, all the time. All the time. So I appreciate that. There are some truth in a lot of these places. Now, last and not least, I'm going to get back to Ryan Christian. Because what did I find? I found him in Wake Up World. Now, what is this site? Well, you can already see, in my opinion, with just the logo alone. But it says, yep, he's there, driven by desire for accuracy, chef, and alternative news stalwart. Ryan Christian has a passion for the truth. He's a founder of the last American Vagabond, and he understands that Americans want their news to be transparent. Okay. So, if you go look at their Facebook page pictures, what do you think you're going to find? It's all, yes, New Age. And you'll see all these similar pictures there. And sure, they might say sometimes the right things, but you still, I would not be trusting or listening to somebody like this. Now, they also have writers in there, and I found this gentleman, Weber, there. Very interesting. And also Dr. Mercola. Oh, well, he's been with Dr. Oz on his show. So you see how this all goes round and round? And Mercola has been on, yes, ITNJ, the International Tribunal Natural Justice. Now, where have I heard that before? And what does that logo look like? Somebody else has been questioning this because I just found this very easily. So it reminds me of Robert David Steele. And then when it reminds me of Robert David Steele, it brings me right back to all the same people. Big Tree. Oh, that's right. The one and only Sasha Stone. Do you see where this is going? They're promoting him even before I found that picture. So there you have it. In their own site, they are promoting him. So they're all connected to all the same people, just like Sasha Stone. They might tell you some truths, right? Every thought, every action creates ripples throughout this indefinite field of consciousness. Yeah, but what should we be meditating on? You don't do yoga. No, that's the wrong spirit and that's the wrong things to be doing. We meditate on the Word of God. That's what the Word says to do. Meditate on the Word and meditate on praying and being one with God. In prayer is what I mean. So research, look, test everything I'm saying, look, that's all I can say for now. And I'm off for the summer. I'll be posting pictures, because I got a summer job. So my heart breaks that I'm not going to be here, but I'm going to be adding pictures and I'll be back. I will be back. And I'll add links if needed into my last video, which is going to be this one. I'm on my 4th and my 5th. They're my backups. And I also have BitChute. Alright, so that's where you're going to find me on one of these channels, but it's going to be on this one where I'll be back first. Alright, I hope you guys have a really great summer. God bless you guys. Take care. And we'll see you again soon. I can't say when, but you'll see a video or a post. God bless you guys. Take care and stay close to Jesus.